John, Congressman McCarthy put out a statement last night saying that within moments of President Biden saying that we have succeeded in Afghanistan, the Secretary Austin and General Milley provided a bleak assessment of the situation on the ground, and that he's saying that Secretary Austin specifically acknowledged that Americans were being beaten on their way to the airport. Can you give us any more detail about what who these Americans are that Secretary Austin was talking about?
Courtney, we've actually been talking about this for several days here at this particular podium. We know of cases, a small number that we know of. And we don't have perfect visibility, but we know of a small number of cases where some Americans, and certainly as the Secretary also said in that statement, Afghans that we want to evacuate. It wasn't just Americans that he talked about, have been harassed and in some cases beaten. We don't believe it is a very large number. And in a matter of fact, the numbers would indicate, and I've said this before, that most, by and large, most Americans who have their credentials with them are being allowed through the Taliban checkpoints and onto the gate and into the gate and onto the airfield. So by and large, most Americans are having no problems that we're aware of. Now, I have to caveat it, and I'll do it again, and I've done it every day. We are aware of sporadic cases where they aren't being allowed, where there is some harassment going on. And yes, some physical violence has occurred. And as the Secretary has made clear, and he made clear in that phone call, that's unacceptable. And Admiral Vasey has made that clear to the Taliban commanders that he's talking to, that it's unacceptable.
But what I'm wondering is the cases that the Secretary was talking to the members about, were those occurring yesterday? I mean, are these recent, or are we talking about cases that were
over the course of the last week? We have been made aware of this. I mean,
more cases since the U.S. started talking to the Taliban and telling them not to do it?
I don't have an exact breakdown day by day, Courtney. I mean, we've been in touch with the Taliban for quite some time. I think over the course of the last week, and we've certainly made our concerns known. And I think equally frustrating is the fact that what appears to be happening is that not every Taliban fighter either got the word or decided to obey the word. And I can't speak to Taliban command and control, but by and large, and for the most part, Americans with their credentials are being given the passage they need through the checkpoints and are getting onto the field. Again, security conditions permitting.
And then just one more for you, General Taylor. There were some